Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more of our Wrexham Road to the league, and we are having a transfer special today. So we'll kind of go through what's going on with that. We'll go through kind of what the league looks like, who's in the league, who was relegated and promoted between us and the Premier League. Also, we'll look through what our new formation is going to be. And then also some stuff going on in Football Manager itself. We just had the first World Cup with the new slated kind of metrics of how it is with 3 in a group. And then I didn't look at what the previous World Cup was. So the first one that happened in Football Manager. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Kind of excited for this one. So here we are. You see, little preview. Our first game's against West Ham. Yeah. We've played them once. We lost 1-0. That I'm not sure when that loss was. A year, maybe 2 years. So we're not the same team. But still, that's going to be a difficult one to get through. So transfer history going in from here. So I tried to get Mark McCown and a couple other Chelsea players in that were around his level. They didn't want to come back and on loan. I don't know why. We're in Sky Bet League Championship. I don't know. I guess because we're not an established team, they don't really take us seriously as a team to come. So from that, we had a couple players come in. Cody Alford from Liverpool. I think he's going to be a decent guy. Does have a consistent performer. Doesn't have the big matches, but this is a guy that we're going to hope kind of is a fill in the box when we need him. And then we end up selling him from there. Or maybe he grows into something insane. Who knows? That could always happen as well. Arujo. I'm probably still mispronouncing that because I don't know any Portuguese whatsoever. So the 18-year-old also coming from Liverpool. He is a little bit inconsistent, but the man is going to be playing left back for us, and he does have some holes in his game: acceleration, agility, some strength issues, but I think he can grow. At 5'7", he's going to only be playing on the outside, and if he doesn't grow, we then sell him for a couple million. There's that. The transfers out. These were all transfers out, and some of them did come with, well, actually most of them did come with the possibility of having friendlies, so that kind of increases their cost. So we see like a guy like TJ Anoma goes to Bolton for 2.5. Well, of course he's worth more than that, right? Well, yeah, we also had a friendly with Bolton that got us about 30K. So at the end of the day, it's about 30 to 40K for those, and it's about 20 to 30K for each one of these. So there's that. Max Cleworth goes to Notts County for 5K. Connor Masterson goes to Ross County. We weren't really going to use him at this level. We used him previously. I think he could play in the Sky Bet League 1, but he opts to go to Ross County, which I think is a part of the Scottish League, maybe. But yeah, he goes over there for 250,000. Charlie Allen goes to Linfield for 25K, and Andrew Brown goes to Millwall for 1K. Or we did get a friendly out of that, so at the end of the day, it's really a 20 to 25K one there. Coming in free here on the flip side of the process, halfway through, Jacob Egbo comes in, keeper. Hopefully he can get something together. He is right now a Vanarama North-South level, so it's going to take him a while to get up there, but he doesn't have like glaring holes. He doesn't have the flare off the ball. It's kind of an issue in vision, but I think those can grow, and at the end of the day, he doesn't, we sell him like we do everyone else. Jack Thompson comes also on a free from Liverpool. Liverpool had the most released players this season, so that's why you're seeing a lot of Liverpool players. We brought him in a little bit inconsistent, but he's only normal and balanced from here, but he is trending up, potentially be Sky Bet Championship. So we'll see him spot in at times, possibly, but he is going to be the under 21s at first. We were able to get one guy from a Premier League team. We did buy him for $1 million. It was Leo Castledine from Chelsea. He's going to be playing and sliding in here and there for the midfield, but also can play the wings. I mean, this guy is a versatile player, and that's what really made him intriguing to me. On top of that, I mean, when he is on the field, he's going to be the guy hitting those dangerous direct free kicks. So kind of excited to see that. Maybe at the end of the day, he climbs his way into the starter, but he's going to get a lot of time off the bench. Hubert Grajic comes in from Arsenal on a loan for $250K or $240,000 fee. Now, while he is a little bit better than Maxwell, and his physicals aren't as comparable for the most part with a guy like Maxwell. He is a better shot stopper. Maxwell's better in kind of the stats. But the thing is, Grajic he likes important matches, and he is very consistent. Biggest thing with that is every match for us is pretty much a big match. So would you add that? We still also have both of them operating at Sky Bet League 1, but we're not going to really see Maxwell grow. We have a little tiny bit for Grajic that can grow a little bit, and maybe that bumps him up to our level, and maybe he grows from there. I don't know. We'll kind of see. The transfers out. The only one that was not alone was Will Adipian or Andy Eppen. I don't know. He goes to Lincoln for $40K. We got a friendly out of that as well. The loans here are as follows of varying degrees. You can kind of read the numbers, but Michael Rozak goes to Dundee, Driftford James to Eastleigh, Gary Spears to Weston Supermare, Brian Rock goes to Borough, Pat Edwards to Gateshead, Jacob Hamilton goes to one of our affiliates, Atrium, on a free loan there. Jimmy Gower goes to Fleetwood, and Tio Quamina goes to Port Vale. So it's kind of like our ins and outs. Really, at the end of the day, more transfers out. Last season, 1.8, with transfers about 350K in, which made last year much easier to manage. This year, because we went up a league, we had to bring in really one guy. That was $1 million. Otherwise, it would have been about 240 to 54 out. I think we have a lot of talent that we can kind of do with the guys in. So what does that mean to our formation? Well, we're going to switch to what is technically, at least in my mind, a 4-2-2-2. Now, this is technically not a 4-2-2-2 because it is technically, it's a 4-2-4. The 4-2-4, I call it a 4-2-2. It's a 4-2-4. We'll have Offord, Campbell, and Owalu and Jack off the backside. Offord will kind of be the fullback on the left side for that. Oakley, Booth, and Bayless will be playing a center mid. If we need to drop them back to more defensive position, we will. They'll play defensive mid. Davies will be on the left side, on the wing. Figueroa on the wing on the right. Then Archer and Mullen up top. We have some actual good guys that can kind of slate in here. Griever had a decent job on loan. Cad, Ollie Palmer, Ben Knight, Leo Castledine, Sana, Arijo, Rayner, Tom, Billy Bashiru. I mean, we have some guys that can slate in. So I think our objective this season, and I think with those players, is really just to avoid relegation. I think 50 points is enough. That's our goal. I don't think we're going to go on a magical run like we did in League One, because that was insane. We're supposed to be relegated. Everyone expected us to suck, and we came through and won a promotion. Not only just one promotion, we won it through a playoff, meaning we went through a 1 and 2 leg against a team that was likely superior to us, and I think they were. And then we went to Wembley in a 1 game and won. So I don't think we're going to have that magic this year. I mean, at the end of the day, it's 2 automatic promotions, then 4 teams play through a playoff. So really in that, I don't think it might be another Wembley situation. So it might be one where it's 2-legged and then it goes to Wembley again. I don't know. I don't think we win that. If the likes of fighting us Watford, West Ham, Sunderland, Stoke, Southampton, Sheffield United. I mean, you're talking about some big talents. I mean, those are probably the top 5 teams. FA Cup, we don't enter it until January, so we won't see who we play until Christmas. Carabao Cup was drawn. It is Swindon, so we will have fun with them. It'll be a good one. West Ham and straight into Swindon. So those are ideas. Be competitive in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Also be committed or be competitive. For our finances, so you remember our board changed last season in 2025. We got a big influx of cash, which was about $7 million from our rentals, and then we sold some players for about $2 million, and it was a steady down from there. Well, the board said we're not going to influx you with cash, and how they said it was we aren't going to be injecting as much cash. So I thought, okay, we'll get some, maybe a $3 million, which would be half. Nah, they didn't give us anything, $0. So that made our transfer budget be $800K. That's it. And with how this is projecting, we are likely going to go $7 million in the loss, and then we have to figure out what to do from there because, I mean, obviously this isn't sustainable. It's just not. So, while we did get promoted, we didn't break the bank on any players. We need a miracle. That's what we need. And that miracle is us filling our stadium full of people. So 1550, our best, I think, our best one was, well, this was the FA Cup. Is that really here? Our average attendance is 10,000. So that's not going to sustain us. So we need about 15,000. We need to fill the entire stadium. And this stadium can be upgraded to 25,000. So at the end of the day, I mean, the race course, it has to be upgraded. If we are at 25,000, we should be able to hold our own in a lot in the lower league, or lower tier of the Premier League. We might have to rebuild the damn thing. It'll be the new race course ground. So it'll still be the same race course. It'll be on the same ground. We'll just have to figure it out from there. So that's kind of the idea there. Let's look at the teams in the table and kind of see how this is supposed to shake out. So they have us being relegated at 23rd, with the other relegation teams being Oxford and Plymouth. They think Portsmouth's going to go all the way up and vie for a playoff spot. That is insane. Obviously, the talent that just got relegated from the Premier League is 1 through 3. So West Ham, Southampton, and Nottingham Forest. You also have Watford in there. That was also, I think, this season? Yes. So the Premier Division. No, they've been down here this entire time. And they have not been able to do anything. They had a 15th, an 8th, and a 10th. And a 7th. That's it. They have not been able to get up and get promoted. So they probably have some good talent. They need to get up there. That's the whole idea there. I don't know who I have selected here. Here it is. West Ham. So for the key players, kind of going through, The first one we're gonna see is, well, way down here. It's gonna be Chris Archer. It's Chris Archer, right? Cameron Archer. Cameron Archer, and the next one, second from the bottom, it is Leo Castledine coming in from Chelsea. So it's gonna be fine. West Ham, 9 players out. They literally had clauses worth 178 million. Is that really even a thing? Yes. Look at this. This is insane. Bruh. Wow. Well, that's West Ham for you. Jeez. So that's kind of what we have here. Let's go up and look at the Premier League right now, since we're obviously a league under it. All right. So nothing crazy here with the teams. Norwich is up here. You got West Brom, Wolves, Fulham, Everton, Brentford, Leeds, Burnley. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I couldn't figure this out why Wolves and Aston Villa have Champions League spots. I looked through to see if either one of them won a trophy. They did not. One of them was a runner-up. I also looked if they run like the Europa League, and I couldn't see anything like that. So we have 2 random Champions League spots I can't account for. I don't know. Because here's your top 4 here. Was Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle, and Arsenal were at the top. Chelsea, Tottenham were down there. So I wonder if one of these actually did have a European spot, but they won something and I just can't. I missed it. But really, I've no idea. Past winners. Liverpool's won it the last couple of years over Man City and Chelsea. And then Man City won it in 2023 over Liverpool and Tottenham. So kind of how the Premier League has slated out. Now let's look at the World Cup. So for the World Cup, we just hit the point to where the end of the second World Cup in-game has completed. Argentina has beat Netherlands. No, Messi's still not on the team. He has retired. Ronaldo has retired. So both of those guys are off. But nonetheless, this is a great, crazy one. So I'm going to actually disable my camera here, and you can just see the teams. So Scotland over Chile. US doesn't actually qualify. Mexico, Ukraine, England, Colombia, Brazil, Norway, Australia doesn't qualify. Austria and Cape Verde actually qualify, and Japan misses the cut. Netherlands, Algeria, Portugal, Paraguay, Argentina, Uzbekistan, Spain, Egypt, Uruguay, and Nigeria, Italy and Mali, Peru, Belgium, Croatia, South Korea, France, Qatar, Germany, Morocco, and Switzerland, Saudi Arabia, with Canada missing it. Going through the second round here, the biggest ones that I see in defeats, nothing too crazy. Brazil's over Colombia, Austria over Algeria, Argentina over Paraguay, Uruguay beats Egypt, Italy over Belgium, Croatia over Qatar. Nothing crazy. So, gonna get it. Switzerland over Morocco. Going to the third round, Brazil over Scotland. Mexico beats England. Argentina over Austria. Netherlands over Portugal in that one. Spain over Mali. Italy beats Uruguay. Croatia beats Switzerland. And France beats Germany. Going into the quarterfinal, Netherlands over Brazil, Argentina over Mexico, Spain over France over Spain, and Croatia over Italy. Going to semifinal, it is Netherlands over Croatia and Argentina over France. So kind of like a little rematch in real life. France and Croatia go at each other for the third place playoff, and France wins. The final is Argentina over the Netherlands. It does go to a penalty shootout. In this one, everyone kind of scores, but two missed here with Depay and Lang. Actually cost the Netherlands the penalties. Lascelles, was that Lacelso or Lososo? Argentina does miss a penalty, but at the end of the day, the goal goes to Taro Martinez for the Argentinian side and Quentin Timber on the Netherlands side. So that is the new, this is 2026, the one that's hosted in the US. But if you see over here, you see Argentina. Argentina won last season's. So what does that mean? We're going to look through last season's. All the groups. So Ecuador, Netherlands, this is for the 2022. So this is the last one with those 4 rounds. This is the one for this year, which Messi won. And Messi and Argentina won in real life. So Ecuador and Netherlands, England, Wales, USA actually does not qualify, which is crazy. Argentina, Mexico, France, Denmark, Spain, and Japan. Again, Germany is knocked out like in real life. Croatia, Morocco, Brazil, Switzerland, and Portugal and Ghana. So no South Korea or Uruguay. Goes to the second round, and it goes to the biggest one really being England over Netherlands, Mexico over France. So France does not get out of the second round. Spain over Morocco, Croatia beats Japan, and Portugal over Switzerland. Then we go to the quarterfinals, Argentina over Ecuador, Spain over Brazil. In penalties, England beats Mexico, and Portugal over Croatia. Argentina over Spain, Portugal over England, and that is where we come to a third playoff spot where it's England over Spain. But the greatest final here, Argentina against Portugal. It is none other. Oh, it's not available. This is Messi and Ronaldo squaring off, and Messi wins. So Messi is the one with the trophy. So it's a big one. He did retire. We saw him. He should be like in Legends, right? Like the Legends. The records. There he is. Most cap. Lionel Messi. So Messi is here. He has not chosen to be a coach. He retired from PSG in 2027. So when I do my save, I'm going to do a Chelsea save with Messi. It's going to be a fun one. So 2027. So you really have what, 4 years with him? Just about. And I think Ronaldo chose to be a actual coach, which is why it'd be very difficult to find him. Here he is. He is currently unemployed. Maybe we'll actually bring him on as a coach at one point. But he retired literally in the first season. Well, second. We'd have 2 seasons with them, and in that it would have to be one. The World Cup, Club World Cup, or Club Championship. So this was held in 2021. So unfortunately, we would have Messi, but we would not have Ronaldo, more than likely. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Those two squared off, and well, Messi takes the title with him. So nothing really much else to talk about from there. I mean, we are ready to jump into this. This will be over the weekend. This is going to be put on Friday over the weekend. I'm going to play the first 3 games here. West Ham, Swindon, Coventry. Then I'll probably get a little bit ahead, and we'll go probably Nottingham Forest, Blackburn, and Sunderland. And we'll play like 3 games. If this is going, we'll play 3 games kind of a month. We'll go with that. That's kind of what I want to do at the Premier League as well. Play 3 games a month. So like this episode's October, this episode's November, this episode's December. We kind of get through with that. And so you'd have something like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'd have about 9 or 10 episodes before you went over to the next season, which I think that is a pretty cool thing, because when you get up to the higher tier in the Premier League, maybe you do a couple of them and you do some other stuff. I would like to also get international management in here. Right now we're kind of waiting. I'm not going to push out the coaches right now. The US, we could probably get coached in there, but it would be very difficult. But probably with Wales, we could. So Rob Page, if he becomes unstable, we can actually get in there, or his job becomes unstable, not him. But the key here is to get into the Wales one and go from there. So thanks for hanging out. That's going to be the end of this one. Kind of go through. Hopefully nothing's crazy. The camera, I've been messing with it a little bit of overexposure type deal. OBS is not the easiest way to control it. So there's that. So thanks for hanging out. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the stream channel with some Blob Icelands. Having some fun stuff with that. Kind of a Build a Nation-esque save there. But yeah, really fun. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys next time. Later.